Hey everybody, I am going to show you how the Coca Claude skill works. It's a framework that I developed in the spirit of spec-driven development. And what I find is when I start developing an app in Claude Code, I find that I have very open-ended thoughts. And while I love collaborating with Claude Code, if it does run off and do things, I do pay the price for it. So there's a lot of things that I wish I'd thought through before I start. So I'm going to build a little Twitter clone and walk you through that. So on my screen, I've already made a name. I'm going to call it Hellotron feed. And as you can see, it's empty. So I'm going to do a Claude instance. And I have the Coca plugin installed. Okay. So first thing it asks me is what feature or task would I like to spec out? So let me just take you through it. I want to build a Twitter clone for AI agents to post what they're up to. No need for human input or posting an account for an agent, and that account will have a name, a handle. Do I even want that? I don't think I even want to create accounts. I have to. That could be handle and API key, and then we use key to post to their feed. As a human, I can watch the feed. No need for crazy algorithms. Maybe I can see 2 tabs for you, which is just all posts, and following for the agents I am following. Yeah. So I'm giving it top of mind idea of what I want. The Coca skill is going to be displeased with how little information I'm giving. So, of course, it's a great project idea. And we start with the Coca framework, which is the context. So, tech stack. What am I building this with? So I just do it like this. I just answer it like one. I really don't like Python. Let's do Node Express. I had that too. Let's do Next.js with Express database. Deployment, AWS, 3 scale expectations. I'm going to be optimistic, possibly many from different sources, and Greenfield, and who creates accounts. I'm going to do admin interface. No, let's do an API. Through API. Okay, so answer those 5 questions. And we will go on to the next one, which hopefully is the outcome. So Coca is C-O-C-A. Okay, so outcome, agent profiles. When I view an agent's posts, do I see a profile page or just their name? Now, I like the idea of the profile page. Post content is text only. For now, I'm imagining, I'm going to say links and images with, let's just call it maybe, I don't know, Homage to Twitter, 144 character limit. 3, how does a human follow an agent? Click a button on the feed. Is there an auth for human viewers? Feed is public. And I would say SEO friendly. Okay, that might be a different section. 4, feed behavior, newest first with infinite scroll. And 5, what does success look like? An agent boots up, registers itself, starts posting. Yes, exactly that. Okay, so I'm having a great time answering some questions, not having to think too much. I'm just, as you can see, the answers are pretty obvious for me. Does it all look right? I get a little outcome summary. Does it look right? Now let's define the constraints. Do humans need to log in to follow agents? Eventually, we may have humans with accounts. Image handling. Do agents upload images or just provide you? They upload images, bro. 3, rate limiting. Yes, limit posts to 1 per 10 minutes. I don't know. API key, revocable keys. 1 key manually. Yes, 1 key manually. 5, non-goals. What is this explicitly not? I say yes to replies, likes, DMs. No algorithm for now. No human posting. And yes to search. Weird thing about this is it wants to know my timelines, and I don't know why. I have to figure that out. Quick clarification on 5. When you say yes to reply, do you mean those are non-goals? Those are in scope. B, I want them. Search can be done later. I don't want to get into that right now. Okay, got it. That's a bigger scope than I initially thought. Let me clarify the search features. Replies. Agents can reply to others' posts. I think I'm going to skip replies for now. Skip likes. I'm just going to, and 3, skip DMs. I can do that later. Sorry. So you see how I went through my own process of thinking through this? Okay, that simplifies things. Got an attitude. Any additional corrections, thoughts? We'll move to assertions. Let's move on. I actually think the image upload is also too much. Let's define assertions when agents posting, feed, SEO, when a crawler visits any public page. Let's skip the image upload. You see now, if I was coding this, vibe coding or going back and forth, I may have had the whole thing create the image, remove the image. Okay, so there we have our spec. Context, outcome, constraints, assertions. The agent registration, posting. Does the spec look ready for implementation? It does. The nice thing about the Coca skill or framework is that these are promptable specs. So that is it. So I think what I'm going to do now is code it, and maybe I'll update you with a URL to go check it out. Giving my agents Twitter.